So I have asked you that how are you today? So most of you give the answer fantastic, but still maybe what is his name? Emmy or any? So like the COVID positive. Okay, so one student is affected by COVID. I'm really worried about you, and I have full dua for you for your quick recovery, and hope that your family member is also in a good position, okay, among with you. But I am really worried about your health, because the COVID is not that much good, in good situation currently. So please take care, okay. And those who are not mentally okay and fine but mentally not okay, I don't know how to do. And every time I'm just asking that please continue the class. At the last of the class, hope you'll feel good, because sometime in the feedback I got that some of the feedback is really like you said that yes sir, the class was good, I feel I enjoyed. So because of that I just ask you that please keep continue, okay. So today maybe at the last 30 minutes I'll discuss little bit about career and some of the philosophy, because someone already asked me, and some of the student is there, because already we are middle of the year, so we have to think about our career and the higher studies and so on. So I just try to start something, some of the talk that I believe that it will help you. But the last 30 minutes I'll do that things, okay, without recording. So and this is the thing, okay. Those who are that not mentally okay, and those who are feeling cheerful, I am here. Please show your smiling face, give me your energy, because I need your energy as well, okay. Because these days, last 3 or 4 days, we are really in a hectic mode, because the new admission or the the first year class will start soon from the 7th June. So because of that, we have to take several decisions, and because of that, so many like meetings and other things are happening over there. And also I got that your mid-semester exam will be also there. So any seer is there? Any seer from any Akash, are you there? Akash or any seer? When will be the mid-semester?
Yes, sir.
Inan বলো তো।
স্যার আমাদের মোস্ট প্রবাবলি ডেটটা হচ্ছে 17 তারিখে স্যার আপনার
Okay, so that is because I got the routine that is confirmed from your side, isn't it?
Sir, as it is not finalized yet, so we thought of informing you after the confirmed version of routine.
Okay, so because I got
the just proposed the routine, sir.
Okay, I got those proposed routine from the department, but even though I need your concern, and I believe that this mid-semester will be like I have to ask the question or something, like totally depend upon me, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's not the central exam, like you have to be in front of the camera or other thing. It will be depending upon the teacher, isn't it? I don't know, the Inan. I know these things.
Sir, wasn't এটা সেন্ট্রালি হওয়ার কথা ছিল না গত বছরের মতো?
Okay, so you are asking for gato bochor. So in last year there are several kind of things, okay. So many rules. One is 50-50, then 75-25. So many rules
are not
there.
aware of the rules of these.
Okay. So ask those things even from the routine committee, maybe Disan or other guys. So ask them that how the exam will be conducted, okay, because it's still nothing is finalized. So I am also asking that you can also ask them before.
Sir, we were just given a sheet and we were asked to fill it up, and we don't know nothing.
Okay,
We
okay,
don't know
okay.
anything, sir. We don't know anything much, sir.
Because
No,
I got the tentative routine, and afterwards I got that, oh no, that mid semester will be coming here. So don't worry about the mid semester, okay? So
and sir, we
continue
just know the time, sir. The time is from 10:30 to 12 p.m., sir.
yeah. So those kind of things I have seen. So I don't know that whether it is totally like centrally, like that you have to be in front of the camera or not, or I have to take, because there are, last year there are several kind of rules are there. Okay, the teacher can take all the exam except the final exam. Final exam should be um like like those central exam. Okay, but the mid semester and other things can be taken by the rules of the what the teacher. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, before that 11 or 17 whatever, we'll discuss how I'll take the things. Okay, so ask me before finalizing those things. Okay, so I'll decide that how I'll take the mid semester things. Okay, so this is the case. I believe that 100 students is there now, so I want to share the screen from not okay. Share the screen means, okay, not share the screen. I can show you this. Okay, so even last class, I don't know that boys and girls, please, those who have 1 minute present. So how can I give? So if it is less than 30 minutes from 100, like 100 minutes, okay, there are some guys who attend the class up to 100 minutes, like 128 or 100 minutes. Okay, so if you are less than 30 minutes, please be aware that I will not give you that much, because your names are here. Okay, your names are here. Please be aware of those, unless and otherwise you give me any reason like convincing reason in the Google Classroom. Okay, don't give me any reason in the feedback, because feedback is not recorded. Okay, feedback is only for feedback. So I'll take it in the Google Classroom. So write down in the Google Classroom, sir, I was late. So during the feedback, whenever you submit, write down in the Google Classroom. Okay, because in the Google Classroom, I'll check the grade and other things. Okay, so over there, turn in and write down the these things are happening. Okay, so for the assignment, I have extended the date till next week. So those who have, fantastic, I really appreciate those who have submitted already. You can resubmit, okay, till the next week. So be like, take your time, and I really like some of your submission, so you can have some time till that. Okay, so again, I am saying that those who have less amount of time, please give me a convincing feedback, okay, or convincing reason. And can you write down, like, I have seen the student number is there. Can you write down the name? Some of you have name and student number, but can you write down little bit of name after your student number, because student number become MAC ID, okay, MAC address, and your name will be like IP address. Okay, so sorry, that the domain name, the google.com, something like that. So I need some of your name as well. Okay, so like because in physical class, I can see you, but here just student number, virtual number. Actually, I don't like this kind of relationship. Okay, so at least please write down some of your name. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in we are some of us are also doing TKSR's course, and in that course we also found an issue, that is like BDREN takes the attendance automatically, but sometimes it misses some people. So TKSR also acknowledged that, yes, sir. So I want to say that I mean, can you please show after mid semester like who were absent and who are present, so that we can actually know. Sometimes it may happen
so
that,
that we can actually verify.
yes, sir, because sometimes it may happen that we are present, but it shows we are absent. Then how are we supposed to know, sir?
Okay, so listen, because I have 2-3 kinds of things, like when you join, when you leave, this kind of information is also there. I have this information, like sorry. So for me, I told you that I'll also take the attendance from the feedback. So from the feedback, you know what to do. Okay, so don't I also not believe in what the Zoom attendance. I am not taking the Zoom attendance thing. I am just saying that those who are student like 1 minute, 2 minute things. Okay, I'm not saying that absent or other things, because if you are absent, you will be absent from the feedback. You are giving the feedback. I can see who are there. Okay, so the feedback who is giving, that means you are giving by yourself. So I know who are giving. Okay, so this is my feedback things, and in the feedback, actually it's not up to 148. Okay, so you can see your feedback and other things from here. Just go to your Google Classroom, you can see the missing and other things. Okay, so this is the feedback. But I am saying that if you are not, but if you attend the class less than 30 minutes, I'm just giving you the things because you can make it more. Okay, so I will not take the attendance from here. But if I see something like this, so that time you know that you are coming here and not like living. So you know Nasir, Mahmoud, Mumin, you know that last class it was not that much good. The connection was not that much good. So you can go and write down to me that the connection was not that much good. Do you get me?
Yes, sir. We got it, sir.
Yeah. So it's not like I am telling that some people are connecting this way, but some were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like these names are there. I mean, I am just showing every class. So for those who are not attending like that way, and for
Sir, my proposal was like,
so why
if
you
actually show
giving the proposal? Do you have any problem?
yes, sir. Because sir, what I said, sir, in Tika sir's course, sir,
I am
we
not TK
faced it,
sir. I am saying that do you have any problem in my class?
No, sir, no problem, sir. But
Specifically.
I'm
So
just
if you
saying
don't
that
have any
since
problem,
we,
why you said those who have problem, they can communicate with me in the classroom.
yes,
They
sir.
can communicate with me. Why you make some proposal? Okay, if you have some trouble, please communicate with me here. I'm not saying that I am taking the attendance from there. I am showing because I can see whole these things. Okay, I can see 108 peoples. I have all the records. So 2, 3, 4 kind of things are there. I am not just believing only one thing. So why you give me proposal? Okay, I can use the network and I give you the option that communicate with me so that those who face some trouble can solve their problem. Why you give some proposal? Inan, I feel that you got the answer. Inan, you are talking last time. Ashraf and Inan.
No, sir. Actually, I was talking, sir. Yes, sir. I got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So if you don't have problem, why you say so many things? Okay. And this is not TK sir problem. If you have any problem, discuss with me. There are so many things. Okay. So if anyone's connection is not problem, communicate with me in the Google Classroom. Okay. In the Google Classroom. Don't put the chat on other things. Okay. Please write down everything in the Google Classroom, even private comment things. Okay. And you are smart enough. So write down here. So many people is writing over there. Okay. So this is the case that those who are not here, please, I am not taking the attendance from the Zoom. I'm showing somebody has less amount of time. If you have problem, please communicate with me. Even though I am sharing the videos, after seeing the videos, you can do the courses. Okay. So this is the cases. And today, let me finish within this 20 minutes. Okay. Today, in the last class, actually, I have stopped. So today I give some of the feedback quiz question up to maybe 30 or something. Okay, it was very straightforward. So even last class we have discussed about the throughput. Okay, so today actually we'll discuss about 3 things. One is throughput, one is speed, one is bandwidth. So these 3 things are really confusing things: bandwidth, speed, and throughput. Okay, so these three things really confusing thing for any of the beginners. Okay, because as I told you that here I can say that the throughput is a rate, so bandwidth also is some rate. Okay, and throughput can be instantaneous, so any point, anytime, or it can be average. Okay, so like from here whole time I can take the throughput things. Okay, so throughput is so just try to know that because I am showing something like with the pipeline. So this pipeline width is nothing but the bandwidth. Okay, so bandwidth means 100 Mbps. So your submarine cable is saying that, or your broadband cable is saying that 10 Mbps line. Okay, but you are getting, because 10 Mbps is the bandwidth total capacity, but in your home maybe you are not getting that ultimate things. Okay, so that one is actually the throughput. Okay, so this is from the for like, how can I say, like here I have one router. So this is your home. Just think that this is my home, this is the server, and this is my router. Okay, so from the home, from the server to the router, the pipeline is very small, and from the router to my home, the pipeline is very bigger because I spend so much of money. Okay, so just think about the water pipeline in your home. So from the washer till your the pump. Okay, in every area we have pump. Okay, so water pumps are there, the centralized pumps are there, and from the pump every home has its own line. So if you make a line bigger than the pump capacity, you will not get the like amount of the what amount of the water you are expecting. Okay, so this is actually called that throughput means whatever the bandwidth like average bandwidth is there. Okay, so whatever the rate actually is there. Okay, so this is actually the throughput thing. So I want to say that in the server's end, maybe we have a bit to send to the client, but the capacity over here are RS bit per second, like our server bit per second, and over there we have the our client bit per second. So you will get the data with this speed, not with this speed. Okay, this is actually the throughput things. Okay, though the definition is very straightforward, but the things are little bit like you have to understand. Okay, so here actually what I mean, like what is the average end-to-end throughput over there? Like RS is less than RC, so over there actually the throughput will be RS. Okay, so this is our average speed, and in this case the average speed is your server is giving huge amount of data, like in your YouTube, there you can see HD video, but in your mobile data or in your area, if the connection is not that much, so that HD video will be like 440 or 240. Okay, 480 or 240. Okay, so this actually the throughput things, whatever like speed in your hand. Okay, is like that way. So if the server is sending data, like if there is no statistical strategy, so that time actually what happened, throughput will be sometime makes a bottleneck. Okay, so think about the Mohakali flyover. Okay, so Mohakali flyover is very good things. So on the flyover, every cars are very speedy. Okay, but whenever it moves down to Kakoli or moves down to like Jahangir Gate, over there you can find out huge jam. Okay, because we have the bottleneck. Heavy high speed car came down and suddenly we have the bottleneck. Okay, so these bottleneck effects are there. So those who are thinking about data communications things, or you're thinking about the research and other higher studies, you can think about this kind of data communication, that how you can satisfy the consumer okay, with some speed, with some buffer, with some, so this kind of satisfaction, consumer satisfactions are there, and because of that huge data are there. So because of that, that machine learning in this kind of networking is there in the Facebook, in the YouTube. Machine learning is always there, okay, though they are using those things for the for what, for their advertisement. But if they are thinking that, okay, in Bangladesh the coronavirus is this much, so I have to give the data for the doctor very in a quicker or prompt way, okay, so the Facebook can make those kind of algorithm that the doctor or the emergency guys, they will get the data higher, like have the higher priority than other person. So these kind of things can be put in the network, okay, and it will be totally like country wise or area wise, localized, okay. So Facebook don't know about Bangladesh, but we, the network engineer, know about our country, know about our networking. And at this point, network is everything, okay. You get all the newses and other things from the network, you get all the things from the network, okay. So this throughput is really important some of the time, and sometimes the throughput is calculated in a like bigger way. So just think, if it is the submarine cable, okay, so submarine cable for your whole nation, okay, so that time you have to think about the total connection and their ins and out, okay, from the throughputs. So this is actually happens. So if your main pipeline is very smaller, that time you cannot advertise your consumer that you will get a broadband connection, you will get something, okay. So you have to ensure that my backbone connection is fair enough to handle this amount of people, okay. So if it is not fair enough, then we can make some routine, something like that, okay, the primary school student will do the class on 10 to 12, then 12 to 13, because we can give the student high priority that way with some schedule. Okay, university student will do something after mid or something like after afternoon, something, okay, because of the network connectivity. But if all the student or all the people use the Grameenphone connection in whole time, the overall throughput will not be perfect, okay. So because of that, that I don't allow any of you to use the video, because I know if you use video, the throughput will be very, because the overall throughput for my connection will be very high. So during that time, it will be very like the Zoom will be stopped. So I don't ask you to on any kind of video. Rather than I took the attendance or the feedback. With the feedback, actually, I got that you are attentive or not. If you're not, I will give you the video, you can get it. But if you're absent, that is totally up to you, okay. So from the throughput, I want to show you one of the videos. So let me share the screen first. One of the videos that is bandwidth throughputs, and this is very fantastic. Please watch this, and I believe it will be very clear for clear it will give you a very clear idea to you. And believe me, there are thousands of videos and other things. I have to watch each and every one. I have to check, and I have put all the things here. So it's not a good point for me even, because I have to put some effort as well, that which one is very convincible for you, okay.
Using the networking field, bandwidth often refers to the maximum amount of data transfer per second. For example, we can say gigabit Ethernet can provide a bandwidth up to 1 gigabit per second. In this context, it means capability. Bandwidth also means a range of frequencies used to transmit signals. In this case, it measured in hertz. If we have to use the term bandwidth in one sentence with two different meanings, here is an example. The bandwidth for single-mode fiber can carry 10 gigabits per second with a bandwidth of 20 gigahertz. Throughput is actual amount of data passing through media or a specific connection. Bandwidth means what is possible in a perfect world, or in a theory, throughput is what it is in a not a perfect world or in practice. A network connection is like a bridge, and each bit of data is like a vehicle. If the bridge can handle 1,000 vehicles per hour and is full capacity, then we are talking about bridge bandwidth. Suppose every vehicle must stop to pay the crossing fee. The actual number of vehicles passing the bridge would be decreased to like 100 vehicles per hour. Now we are talking about the bridge throughput. Speed is a general term. Many people use speed interchangeably with bandwidth or throughput, but speed often refers to how much data can be downloaded or uploaded per second through a specific connection, such as DSL or cable modem. We can say DSL download speed is between 10 to 100 megabits per second. With ADSL service, we can say download speed is faster than upload speed. I hope this video is helpful.
I hope this video is helpful. Okay, so I believe you understood something from here. So can you get the main difference between the bandwidth and the throughput? Because the speed, what we know from our like electrical speed is one over frequency. So that speed, and over here in the network, speed is totally little bit different. Speed means download time, download rate, and upload rate. Okay, so every time the consumer know about the speed of the download. So because of that, every time to satisfy the consumer, we are giving the speed of the download. So download speed is more than the upload speed. Okay, but the upload and download should be the same cable. Okay, so because of that, so download speed is more, because with that consumer is very happy. And whenever we have the time division multiplexing, so in between we'll get some chances to upload, and in the upload speed, consumer actually don't care, because whether the upload, because I am not caring that whether you can see my video or not, but I am thinking about that whether your voice, whenever you are talking, I can get the clear voice or not. Okay, so I am thinking about the download to my PC. Okay, so my every time the download speed is more important to the consumer. So this is actually called speed, and the throughput and the bandwidth. You can easily get the bandwidth means
like a bridge, and each bit of data is like a vehicle. If the bridge can handle 1,000 vehicles per hour and is full capacity, then we are talking about bridge bandwidth.
So total, the whole capacity known as bandwidth, the whole capacity. But if the ISP gives some time division multiplexing or some priority, or say that, okay, for your this package, I will give you this amount of data, this is unlimited, this is these things. So that time actually we call that one as throughput. So we make some boundary. Okay,
suppose every vehicle must stop to pay the crossing fee.
So over there you can see that
the bridge would be decreased to like.
So the passing the bridge is now stopped by some rules. Okay, so this is actually called the throughput and the bridge things and the bandwidth. So I believe that it will clear to you the throughput and the bandwidth things. So do you have any question up to this? Do you have any question or any clear things? Because this bandwidth and the throughput is sometime so many people ask me the question. Thank you very much that if you don't have any question. So just look. So whenever you become the designer, okay, so if any of you like just think that in Purvachal there will be one university, okay, and somebody gives you the consultancy work in the Purvachal to make a internet connection in the Purvachal like model city. So that time you have to think that how much people will be there, because we have that 3 tower, like twin tower, not twin tower, 3 towers are there. Okay, more than 100 storage buildings are there. So you can think that what will be the Purvachal in next next 10 years. Okay, so that time, if you are the designer, the backbone and other things, you have to think like that way. So throughput, bandwidth, and the customer consumer satisfaction, all the things. Okay, so this is actually called the throughputs. Okay, I believe that you understood, and don't don't ever forget the term throughput, because this is the practical term. Don't use bandwidth to the consumer. Tell them the throughput. Okay, in the interview board, distinguish this thing to your boss, that this is throughput, this is the bandwidth. I am working with the throughput and the satisfaction of the consumer, and throughput will be depend upon the designer. Okay, so this is the case, the throughput. So next one is very interesting. Previously we know about store and forward. Okay, so store and forward should be done in router. So every router will store the data, then it should forward. So where it should forward? So I have asked some of the question in the last, like in the assignment. So in the assignment, actually, I believe that you should answer those things, then we can discuss. But as the extension was there, so in each of the router, we have some of the RAM memory. So because of the router is some of the smart devices. Okay, so in the router, they have the routing table. So in the routing table, it is written that which header, like header number 5, header number 6, header number like 11, 12. So these are the code. So in the header means I have one envelope. So I have one envelope. In the header, it's written all the things, header number, and in the header it is written that to whom it will go. So in the routing table, it can read the packet. So it can read the packet 1000111. So this packet should move where? So 1001 should move to 2. Okay, so if I have one router connected to another 3 router, 1, 2, 3, so this data should move to 2 because it is written by here. And this routing algorithm is dynamically changes. So every router has the routing table. So whenever the data is produced, so packets are produced, that time what happened? I said to you before, the sender will create the network first. Okay, so sender will create the network to the destination. So in the router I have here, but just think that where is my pen? So just think that over there, sorry, over there I have the sender, the computer, and over here I have the destination. Okay, so these are connected to these people. Okay, these routers. So whenever I want to send the data to sender to the destination, actually first sender and destination should talk each other. Okay, that the sender and destination said that I will send the data to you through this router, be here for this 10 minutes. Okay, so during that time, all the router connected here, okay, all the router connected here create their tables. So they know how many packet will be there, and afterwards they share the tables to whole network, and with that actually the other network user know where to move, where to go. Okay, so every tables, routing tables will know the next destination or other things. Okay, so I believe that you know the role of the router. So routing is the determined source destination route taken by the packets. So routing tables are here and algorithms are there. So I put the algorithm because if you find maybe 50% of the research work in the network or in the internet is deep, related to routing table. There are so many routing tables. Okay, because the data will be lost during the use traffic. So it's not the traffic like our Tongi traffic. It will be use traffic. Okay, billions of data, zillions of data are there. So among there we have to take the errorless data. Okay, and forwarding moves packet from router input to appropriate router output. Okay, router input to appropriate router output. So what is routing table? So these are the routing tables. That's write down by yourself, so that I believe that you know the term routing tables. Okay, we'll discuss these things later whenever we'll discuss about MAC address and other things, IP address and other things. Okay, just know the header, but here the header is very small. This is total data. So if I say, I'll discuss this thing later. So if I say 64-bit data, maybe only 4-bit is the header, other 60 bits, the data and other things are there. Okay, so these things are the routing table. So
Sir, are you sharing your slides, sir? Because we cannot see the slides, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So we have been seeing your video all the time.
Yes, sir.
sorry, no.
No problem, sir.
No,
It's
no
fine,
problem,
It's
sir.
fine.
We
It's
actually
fine.
understood
Yes,
it, sir. Your
we
na-
understood it, sir.
your
No problem.
narrative
It's
is
fine.
very
Yes,
clear,
Really,
sir.
I'm recording. I'm really sorry. I don't know that whether the I believe that Google Zoom will. So let me just. But I if you really understood, then this is really I feel really. Is
Yes,
it
sir. It's fine, sir. We understand, sir. No problem. You just share it from now. It's fine.
okay? So I have,
Yes, sir.
because I was so excited with the video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We understood it, sir. It was
So
good.
let
sir.
me know. Okay, so the just let me say that here I have one question. So 27, the what is routing table? So routing table means every router will have one like routing table. Every router will have the routing table, and each of the routing table will show this way. Okay, so just check that one, like 0111. This is one of the packet. So in the header, and it will move to what the output shows that it should move to number 2. So this router will redirect every data to number 2. So this is the way. So whenever every data is created, all the routing table is created at the very beginning. Sorry, now I draw the source and destination. Here I draw the destination. Here I draw the source. And before creating any data, I draw like this way. The source should talk to the destination. This is source, this is destination. And this router should rearrange everything whenever the connections are there, though the connections uses time division multiplexing, but we know. Okay, so this is actually the routing tables and how each of the router. So in your home, you can just look at the TP-Link. it's blinking. Okay, it's blinking means it's smiling. So it passes hundreds of my packet to your home. And if you in your background, if you use any kind of data, you can see those things. Okay, so this is a fantastic magical work doing, like is done underneath your network. Okay, it's done by the designer. So let me explain everything in 10 minutes, because I want to tell you that today I want to discuss little bit the 30 minutes about our career. Okay, let me discuss about the geography. Okay, geographical network. So
Sir, will you kindly share the screen now, sir, when you're explaining this? Because we're still at your live, sir. So
really,
Yes, sir.
yes, and now it's okay, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's
Now
cool
it is visible, sir. Sir, can you please show it from the beginning, sir, since we missed so many slides?
really, okay. So this is maybe my fault in my this video. Okay, my streaming cases I am clicking, but okay, now I got the problem. Okay, I show this figure. Can you get the routing tables and other things? I explained 2 times. I don't know.
Sir, sir, in our feedback from sir, the question actually starts from slide number 50, sir. Can you please go there?
Slide number 50 was the before.
Yes, sir. Actually, it starts. I mean, the feedback actually starts from here, sir.
Because it's from the last class, I give the same question today. Okay, the throughput is the rate of. Okay, so you can give this one.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
extremely sorry. Extremely sorry, because I click, but my streaming software over there, I put the studio mode. So extremely sorry for this inconvenience. Okay, so 26 means throughput. So you know it before. So what is throughput? Is the actual bit per time, okay? Throughput. And next one, I'm really sorry because I show all the things.
It's okay, sir, but we really understood, sir, what you said.
Okay, thank you very much. Na? So please, whenever you'll see, I use this slide. Okay, so I show this one as well. Okay, you couldn't see. Okay, extremely sorry. This is the backbone things. So I showed you through this. So this is the backbone. So if you want to design anything in the Purvachala, other thing I said. So this backbone, you have to know that how much connections are there. Okay. Then I showed the routing tables. So these routing tables means over there I have the sender, over there I have the destination, and in between, whenever the destination want to connect the sender, they said the handshaking. Okay, I'll discuss in detail in later on. Okay, but whenever the handshaking is makes that we'll send the data in one hour. That means you know that Habib sir will take the class 1 hour, and each and everyone has the connection with me. So during that time, all the routers know my address and your address, and with that, actually they maintain the routing tables. And in the routing tables, we have this kind of things. So just think about, this is the table, this is the packet. So it shows 0111. It should be destined to number 2 because in the routing table it shows number 2. So the router will send the to number 2. So other router will carry the similar kind of thing. So we know previously store and forward. So store and forward is happening with this algorithm. And as I told you, this is called the algorithm. So this algorithm, that why this data will be in 2, why not 3, why not 1, is depending upon your algorithm. Okay, the priority algorithm and other things. So maybe why there you can see that here 2 is 2 times. Why 2 is 2 times? Maybe 2 is using YouTube or watching real-time video or real-time audio. So because of that, they will give more priority than emails and sending messages. Okay, watching websites. Okay, so these are the things you have to decide as a like the machine learning and other things are over there. Okay, so you can utilize. I want to finish very quickly because I want to show you some very fantastic thing regarding the career. So over there, what happened today, I'll discuss about very quickly about something about the local area network. Okay, it's called area network. Okay, so area network means AN. Okay, AN means area network. Okay, AN means area network. So we have PAN means personal area network. Then we have LAN, local area network. Then we have CAN, campus area network. Then we have MAN, metropolitan area network. Then we have WAN, wireless area network. Then in the next semester, whenever we'll discuss about the wireless, we'll discuss about HAN, home area network, or we can discuss about BAN, body area network as well. Okay, so this kind of new kind of terms will come in later, but to begin with, we can have PAN, LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. Okay, PAN, LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. Okay, so just use PAN, LAN, WAN, MAN, WAN. So these are the things I want to show some videos, but I want to discuss about the career other than this. So I want to show some videos. Please be with me. I am really, really sorry for LAN.
So can we like skip the question answering today, sir? Like, like yes, sir. And the attendance
means you have to write LAN, PAN, WAN, CAN.
Yes, sir, we can write, sir, but the order of the answers.
No order is there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No problem.
Just write, because you know the terms. Okay, so otherwise, whenever you feel that okay, can means I can, man means manush. So it's not like that. Okay, so it has some meaning. So because of, so I want to show very quickly. So from here, I want to share the screen with my videos and other things. and I want to
Everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about the different network types. And these network types depend on how large they are and how much of an area they cover geographically. Now, most people who have a basic knowledge of networking are familiar with terms such as LAN and WAN. But in addition to those, there are a few more network types that a lot of people are not familiar with. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's first talk about a PAN. PAN stands for Personal Area Network. Now, this is a type of network that is used on a personal level. It's a small network that is used for connecting devices such as smartphones, tablets, and laptops. And they connect to each other by using wireless technologies such as Bluetooth, infrared, and near-field communication, or NFC. But they can also connect by using a wired connection, such as a USB cable. PANs are generally used for transferring small files, such as music, photos, calendar appointments, and so on. And the next type of network is a LAN. Now, LAN stands for Local Area Network. A local area network is a group of devices such as computers, servers, switches, and printers, which are located in the same building, such as in an office or in a home. In other words, in close proximity to each other. The most common type of LAN is an Ethernet LAN, where two or more computers are connected to Ethernet cables using a switch. Now, a WLAN, or Wireless Local Area Network, is a local area network that uses wireless communication instead of wired communication. A wireless LAN is defined as having at least two devices that use wireless communication to form a local area network. A wireless LAN will typically have a Wi-Fi router or a wireless access point for wireless devices such as laptops, tablets, wireless desktops, and smartphones to communicate. So in simple terms, a wireless LAN is a LAN but without using cables. And the next network type is a CAN. Now, CAN stands for Campus Area Network. A CAN is a network that joins two or more LANs together within a limited area. So, for example, a CAN could be a university that has multiple buildings in the same general area that are connected to each other to form a larger network. So these buildings could be different departments on a university's property, with each building having their own LAN in their department. And then the buildings are connected to form a campus area network. And the next network type is a MAN. MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. Now, this is a larger network than a CAN. It's a network that spans over several buildings in a city or town. MANs are typically connected using a high-speed connection, such as fiber optic cable. It's a high-speed network that gives the ability for sharing data and resources within a city. And the next one is a SAN, or Storage Area Network. Now, a SAN is a special high-speed network that stores and provides access to large amounts of data. Basically, what a SAN is that it's a dedicated network that's used for data storage. This network consists of multiple disk arrays, switches, and servers. One of the main reasons for using a SAN is because SANs are not affected by network traffic, such as bottlenecks that can happen in a local area network. And that's because SANs aren't really a part of a local area network. It's partitioned off. It's a network all by itself. And then finally, there's the Wide Area Network, or WAN. A WAN is the largest type of network. A WAN includes multiple LANs, CANs, and MANs. It's a network that spans over a large geographical area, such as a country, continent, or even the entire globe. A good example of a wide area network is the internet.
I believe that you understood these things, okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, okay, ask me a question, yeah.
Sir, I have a query that is like in IoT, do we use CAN?
In IoT, na IoT.
IoT, yes, sir, IoT.
IUT, মানে আমাদের university,
Yes,
our
sir, yes,
university. Yes, we have the CAN. So because you have the dedicated IP addresses and the wireless things you can use. So local area. So I'll discuss those things little bit. Okay, so let me show the things, because in IoT we have the more than LAN, less than CAN. Okay, so that things are there, because CAN means, think about the Dhaka University. Our university is very small, like within very small area. Okay, so the CAN can be bigger. Okay, so these things actually, the definition actually depend upon the designer, but at least just know that in IoT we have the CAN, we have the different IoT LAN. Okay, so IoT LAN is nothing but CAN. Okay, we can define those things. So I want to show another thing then. Please. There are so many questions.
Sir, can you someday explain the network infrastructure of IoT, like the switches and the subnets, everything?
Yeah, he says, because maybe we can discuss those things, because you know the word subnet, but before that, I have to tell everyone till the subnet things. Okay. So till the last class, okay, we'll discuss those things. Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir. Maybe in the last class.
not
I
last
think.
class, like whenever we have those kind of ideas. Otherwise, if
Yes.
because in today's class, today's videos, in these videos, I want to stop because you have the LLAN, okay, WLAN, wireless LAN, because wireless will be in the next semester. Okay, then we have SAN, the storage area network, but SAN will be discussed in the cloud computing in the master's class. But in the video we have discussed. So I believe something. Okay, so though, if you have any question, ask me. Otherwise, I want to show another video, then move forward. Okay.
So proceed to the video, sir. No problem.
Okay. So next video is known as, I'll not proceed to all, so I have to clear because they have this is buffering.
Topologies.
So I have to. So this is actually called topology.
What are network topologies? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, a topology is the layout of how a network communicates with different devices. And there are a couple of different categories of topologies. There's wired and wireless. So we're first going to talk about the most common wired topologies. And the most common wired topology that's used is the star topology. Now, in a star topology, all computers are connected to a central wiring point, such as a hub or a switch. All data on a star network passes through this central point before continuing to its destination. Now, one of the major benefits of this topology is that if one computer failed or if there was a break in the cable, the other computers would not be affected because each computer has their own cable connection. However, a disadvantage of the star topology is that if the central hub or switch fails, then all the computers on that central point would be affected. And this is called a single point of failure. If this happens, the entire network goes down. Another type of topology is called ring. The ring topology is a type of network configuration where each computer is connected to each other in the shape of a closed loop or ring. So every computer on this ring has exactly 2 neighbors for communication purposes. Each data packet is sent around the ring until it reaches its final destination. Now, this kind of topology is very old and is rarely used today. Now, the advantage of a ring topology is that they are easy to install and easy to troubleshoot. However, the disadvantage would be that if just one of these computers goes down, or if there was a single break in the cable, then all data flow would be disrupted. And the next one is the bus topology. The bus topology is very old technology and, like the ring topology, it's not used today that much. This is the kind of network setup where each of the computers and network devices are connected to a single cable or backbone. And this backbone is a coaxial cable. The computers connect to this cable using special connectors called BNC, which are also known as T connectors. One of the advantages of the bus topology is that it is also fairly cheap and easy to implement. However, a disadvantage of the bus topology is that it requires that the cable be terminated at both ends using terminators. In order for this setup to remain operational, there must not be any open connections, including the ends that attach to the computers. So if a computer is removed or if the terminators are loose or missing, then the cable would be open and then data would bounce back. And this bounce is known as signal reflection. And if this happens, data flow would be disrupted. And there is also the mesh topology. Now, in a mesh topology, each computer on the network is connected to every other computer on the network. So by having so many connections, it handles failure very well. In this illustration, there are 4 computers with 3 connections on each computer, which makes a total of 12 connections for this network. Now, the advantage of a mesh topology is that it creates a high redundancy level, because if one or more connections fail, the computers would still be able to communicate with each other. However, because of the amount of cabling and network cards that have to be used, mesh topologies can be expensive, so they are rarely used on local area networks or LANs. They are mainly used on wide area networks like the internet. In fact, the internet is a good example of a mesh topology, because the internet is made up of numerous routers all over the world that are connected to each other to route data to their intended destination. So even if a few routers go down, the data will get rerouted using a different path to ultimately reach their destination. So the internet is very redundant because it's using a mesh topology. So now we're going to talk about why.
Okay, so up to this, because afterwards everything will be with the wireless technology. So I don't want to show the wireless technology now, because whenever we'll discuss wireless in the next semester, that time we will discuss about that wireless technology. But I want to just discuss about the PAN, because I believe that you can get the PAN, LAN, CAN, MAN 1. I don't have to say anything. So just write PAN, LAN, CAN, MAN, WN. Okay. wide area, personal area, local area, campus area, metropolitan area network. Is it clear?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, earlier we learned about the packet switching, sir. I mean, like when a packet is transmitted from one to another part, it can split into many paths, sir. Does it actually represent the mesh topology?
No.
Or resemble with?
So why you mix the packet in the network, like the networking or topology? Topology is how it will be connected. Okay. So topology means how you will connect the devices. Whenever the devices will be connected, how you will send the data, that is depend upon packet or circuit. You get me? So
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
data sending and making the network is different. Okay. So just write what is LAN. So in this here, I just said the LAN is the basic. So the basic Ethernet, whenever we call about the Ethernet, that time we talk about the LAN. So this LAN is the basic unit of the network that we can, whatever network we'll create with one server and one router, we call that one as LAN. Okay. So LAN is the basic network for a small physical area defined by the Ethernet. I'll discuss this one in the next class as well. Okay. So in the LAN, the connection can be, the local area network can be in a different way, ring topology or star topology or bus topology or mesh topology. Okay. Write down only the names. Write down only the names. Okay. In today's class, this is actually up to today's question. Okay. So write down only the names, ring, star, bus, and mesh topology we have studied. And I'll discuss a little bit of the disadvantages in the next class, because today, whatever video I'll show, this is enough. Okay. And we'll not discuss more about this kind of things, because already internet is capable of handling all the things. Okay. So a network topology, the bus topology already used in the electrical networking, electrical grid. You know that electrical bus bar. Okay. They call this one as like that. Okay. So this is like a bus. So you have a dedicated connection, the high voltage connection. Then each of the server, each of the transformer will get the low voltage and other things. Okay. So those connection already we have with the bus topology. So we have ring, star, bus. And what is LAN? LAN is the basic unit of the network. Then in the next class, we will discuss about how we can connect the basic units. Okay. So the WAN and other things. So do you have any question up to this? I want to discuss a little bit about the career and other things, because you will have the mid semester. So I believe also the June will be there. So those who are thinking about the higher studies, you may think my next discussion will be a little bit fruitful. Okay, thank you very much. Then I'll stop sharing here, and I will also stop recording or pause.